давай.
Hi guys, hi. Recording?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to hear myself.
Okay, so the Gemara on in Sukkah Daf Tesla base says, "Lulav hagazos, a stolen lulav, a yavash and a dry lulav, possible is possible. Should I share a shared from a shared tree? We shall air hanitchas from a certain type of city. It's possible. It's possible. Next time I shared the top of the lulav was chipped off. Never to allow, or if it's like torn, the leaves are torn off. Possible. It's possible. If do allow, but if it was like separated leaves, kasher is kasher. It's kasher is a kosher lulav. If you don't remember, it says for this lulav that's separated, like all the leaves got separated, you should tie at the top. And sina har habarzal ksheros, lulavs from a certain type of mountain, har barzal, they're kasher. And lulav sheish by shlosh tefachim kedei la'anel b'kasher. A lulav that's at least 3 tefachim enough to wave, it's kasher. So now the Gemara says, kapasik v'tani the top both of these things, a lulav hagazol and lulav stone lulav and a dry lulav. It said both of these things, it taught them equally, meaning what? That loshna b'yom tov rishon v'loshna b'yom tov sheni. There's no difference in the first day of Yom Tov, no difference in the second day of the Yom Tov. Meaning either day, the first day Yom Tov, second day, every day of Sukkot it's possible. There's a dry lulav and a stone lulav. So bishlam yavash, it makes sense that a dry lulav is possible on the second day as well as the first day because Palik says hadar, right? Hadar binan needs to be beautiful. Velikan, it's not. It's not going to change the second day, third day. It doesn't make a difference. But elagazel, but by a stone lulav bishlama yom tov rishon, the first day it makes sense why it can't be gazel because it has to be lachan,
right?
Because the chsiv lachan says lachan has to be yours. Elav yom tov sheni, am I like on the second day and all the rest of the days of Sukkot? Why is it not good? There's no lachan the other days of Sukkot. So Amar Rabbi Shimon Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai, Rabbi Shimon is the name of Shimon ben Yochai. Mishum dehavalei mitzvah haba ba'avera, because it's the mitzvah haba ba'avera, and he brings the whole thing why it's a mitzvah ba'avera. So Rabbi Shimon says that the reason why lulav is not kosher the other days is because the mitzvah haba ba'avera. Now, the Rif doesn't mention this Gemara at all. All this Gemara he does not mention at all. He skips like a few blot and goes until like Lamed Aleph, and he skips all, doesn't mention it, showing that he's not passing like this Gemara. He doesn't hold like it. The Shulchan Aruch in Archaim Simon Tafresh and Test Sif Hey says that all these psulin are only for the first day, but for the rest of the sukkahs, if you have any of these things, dry lulav or stolen lulav, whatever, they're kosher. So you see from here, the Shulchan Aruch holds that a stolen lulav on the other days of sukkahs is kosher. And so you see that by it's not shaykh to say mitzvah ba'avera by a derabanan. Therefore, you can say so too. If you lit Neiros Hanukkah with stolen oil, you should be yaitze.
All right.
This is what Chama Vadia says in Chazon Vadia.
Good.
So, Nahar Shalom says though that even according to the one that says that by the other days of Sukkot you are yaitze with the lulav hagazol, right? Still by Hanukkah you would not be yaitze with stolen oil. Why? Because since by doing the mitzvah havad laka, you're consuming what you stole, and now he's not going to be able to return it to the owner. Because once you burn it, by doing the mitzvah, you're making that you're not able to return it to the owner anymore.
All right.
The Berkis Yosef brings down the Nahar Shalom and says that the chiluk which the Nahar Shalom is making between the days of the lulav, between the other days of the lulav and by Hanukkah, isn't so clear, because the svar that the Nahar Shalom was saying that since the reason why you're not yaitze is because from doing the act of burning, you're now not able to return to the owner. So then, according to that, then it doesn't make sense because the Rush in Parakal Shah says the reason why you're not yaitze by matzah gezula is because you need lachem. But according to the Nahar Shalom, the Rosh should have said why you not yaitze, because from eating the matzah you're making that you can't return to the owner.
Right.
But the Rosh didn't say that. So seemingly this is incorrect svara, this is daif for the Nahar Shalom. Now, there's a steer in the Shulchan Aruch because in Yardeh, Simon Shin Mem Sif Chavtes, he says that if a mourner steals a shirt and then does kriya with that shirt, he's not yaitze. And the mitzvah of kriya is derabanan. So seemingly the opposite of what he says in regards to lulav.
Beautiful.
So in Shabbos Tfilos Meishu Shalom, he says that the kriya is different because for kriya we have an asmachta, as the pasuk says, "Uvigdechem lo teframu." Like it says in Mar Katet Chavdal Ra'af, that it's like as if it's from the Torah. It's an asmachta. We learn like a remes with the pasuk. And there's a proof to this that the Ritva says in Rosh Hashanah on Tazayin and Aleph that anything that has a mismachta from the pasuk, it's Hakadosh Baruch Hu is saying it's fit to do this. Just that it's not there's no chayv on it. There's no obligation. You give it over to the chacham, and if the chacham decide that they want to impose it as a chayva, as an obligation, then they're able to do so.
Beautiful.
So that's why by kriya there is the Shulchan Aruch passes that you're not yaitse by stolen shirt, let's say, right? But by Neres Chanukah, where there's no asmachta, of course, there's no asmachta, right? So therefore you can be yaitse by stolen oil.
Oil.
Now, Rabbi Shimon in Shalosh Shuvos Baruch Hashem writes that even according to those that say you aren't yaitse with lulav hagazel, like the opinion of the Ramah argues in the Shulchan Aruch, and he says that by lulav hagazel, even on the other days you're still not yaitse. And he said, even according to that, by Chanukah you would be yaitse with Shemen Gazel, because the Iker Tachlis by Neres Chanukah, what's the main part of Neres Chanukah? It's Persumei Nisa. And even with stolen oil, it doesn't matter, stolen, you have that Persumei Nisa. So therefore you would be yaitse with stolen oil. The Taishas in Shabbos and Chesed Aleph says that if you take a kerchief, as tameh, and you use it for like a Sefer Torah, like you use something like a cover Sefer Torah or something like that, then even though you did no Shinei Maisa to the kerchief, it becomes tahar. And what's the reason why it would become tar? Because normally you need to change it somehow. You change it, make like a different kli or whatever to make it tar. Why is it without any change it becomes tar? Because once something becomes asr b'hana, it becomes automatically, it changes and becomes, it's as if there was a shina ma'aseh. Make something asr b'hana, it's as if a shina ma'aseh. So the Shalom Eshiv wants to bring a ride from this Taisus that once you begin to light the menorah a little, then you're making asr b'hana because you're not able to benefit from the lights, right? Once you light the menorah, you're not able to benefit from it, and therefore therefore it's as if it's a shina ma'aseh, and it wouldn't be considered a mitzvah b'avera, and
right.
you were able to light with the stolen oil.
Beautiful.
We're able to knock off the sraya. Why? Because what's the mitzvah? Is the mitzvah hadlaka is a mitzvah or hanacha is a mitzvah? The mitzvah is hadlaka, the lighting. Right. So the second you light it, before it becomes aser, you're lighting with stolen oil, and therefore it would be.
There's no shino. The shino is after the lighting.
Right, after, right. So therefore, you were lighting with stolen oil, and you would not be yaitse, according to that. The Bechaza Avram also knocks off the Zraya for another reason, because Taisus only says in regards to Tuma. Taisus said Tuma, with Asr Hana, Tuma becomes Tar. But he didn't say it's about Gezel, because maybe by Gezel, something that's stolen, you need an actual Shida Maisik to make it kind of. The Ran and Psachim Zainam Beis says that even by Ner Chanukah, you're able to use the Shliach. Nevertheless, you make a bracha of Lahavik Ner Chanukah and not Al Hadlakas Ner Chanukah. Even with the Shliach, you make Lahavik Ner Chanukah. Why? Because you're not Yaitse Ner Chanukah only Bishal Atma.
What does it mean?
Bishal Atma meaning yourself.
Right.
Meaning what? Now because even in Achsanai, guest, right, needs to be Mishtata for Pruta. He has to give a Pruta to the owner of the house. Since you're Yaitse only Bishal Atma, you have to have some Shaykhs into the Neir's Chanukah. You have to give something from yourself. You can't have Shliach do it for you. And according to this Ran, you wouldn't be able to be Yaitse with Shemen Gazel, because it has to be Bishalai. Shemen Gazel is not Shalai. But we can answer, no, Adrab. From this Ran, you have the Raya that Shemen Gazel would be kosher. How? Because why does the Achsanai have to be Mishat Priti? Because we hold that mice cannot be kinda. He's not being kinda anything by giving the owner the money.
Right.
So what is the giving it? It's just to be recognizable. He's part of the Persumei Nisa, and that's the only thing you need. Be part of the Persumei Nisa, and therefore there's no Indian that the oil has to be his. So therefore, so too with the Shemen Gazel, it would be good.
Good.
But Akapanim, according to everyone, you do not make a bracha on Shemen Gazel, even according to one that says it's allowed, you not make a bracha, because Taisa says in regards to lulav in Sukkot Daf Lamed Aleph, that because even if it's not a mitzvah b'avera, it's us to make a bracha and say the Shem Hashem, since it comes to his hands through Gezel. And Baba comments on Tzadi Dalam, it says that one who steals a sale of chitim, wheat, and then he grinds it and bakes it and separates challah from it. What bracha does he make in the challah? You see, he does not make a bracha because you don't. Eina mevarich elamanai. It's a disgusting thing to make a bracha on a stone.
Chazak Baruch. Can you show us Eno what? Eno what? You just said something. Она перебила меня. What did she say? Eno, you just...
Eina mevarich ela minayis. It's not a you don't make a bracha. It's disgusting. It's like an abomination
Right.
to make a bracha on a Hashem. It's something disgusting.
Chazak Baruch. So what's the maskana? So you don't have to have yours in order to make in order to yetzeh dochova with this stolen oil, but you don't make a bracha. Chazak Baruch.